What is dual funding in real estate investing? It's the ideal tool to get more wholesale deals completed. Dual funding in real estate investing is a recent innovation of hard money lenders and lenders who only do transactional funding. Historically, hard money lenders seldom did same-day transactional funding, and transactional funders seldom did hard money loans. In recent years, both types of lenders have come together to combine their efforts to make both loans as seamless as possible. An investor who doesn't have enough money to purchase a property and resell it to another buyer cannot usually get a hard money loan for 1 to 3 days. The cost of hard money would be unreasonable for such a short time and substantially reduce the profit to the investor. Hard money lenders want loans where they can charge points, which is interest on the front of the loan, fees, and monthly interest. Most hard money lenders have prepayment penalties of 3 months or more if you pay off your loan early. So if you borrow the money for 2 weeks, it could cost you the original closing points and at least 90 days of additional interest. Hard money lenders take great care in analyzing the property and the individual to whom they are loaning money. Frankly, they're known as predatory lenders in the industry because they will not hesitate to foreclose and take a property back if the borrower isn't paying timely. Transactional funders are satisfied to charge substantially less in fees, points, and there should never be interest payments. The reason is simple. The funding of the needed cash to close should only be used for a few days at most, not for weeks or months. Sometimes an investor will get a property under contract that is a great deal and he finds a buyer quickly. This buyer must have cash to close or have a hard money lender willing to give him cash to close. The problem comes when the investor's buyer must get a hard money loan, and often with very little time before the closing of the B2C leg of the transaction. Hunting for a hard money lender is easy online, but getting the borrower and the property qualified can take days or weeks. At this critical moment in time, everything rests with the hard money lender bringing his money to closing. If for any reason he doesn't, the entire deal will be lost, and the investor, original seller, closing agent, listing agent, and the end buyer will not get paid or purchase the property. The ideal situation is where the transactional funder is also able to refer or bring a hard money loan to the B2C closing, so the entire process has a much greater chance of closing. This referral process is called dual funding, even though it is done by two different lenders, but ones who are working in unison. If the end buyer has a hard money lender, then the transactional funder will close and no referral to a hard money lender is needed. Our experience is that about 25 to 30% of the time, the hard money lender does not close timely, if at all. This can be because of a myriad of reasons, including the borrower, C, or the closing agent, are not cooperating with the lender's request for documents. If you already haven't found out, finding a good deal to wholesale is 1/3 of the battle. Getting a buyer is another third, and often the toughest part or final third is finding a lender for your end buyer. Knowing this will allow you to be prepared well in advance of close and even help you find future end buyers. Another huge benefit of having transactional and dual funding in place is so you can advertise your wholesale deals as having 80% funding in place for qualified buyers. This quote added to your marketing information of your wholesale deals will attract buyers who otherwise would have believed they had to have all cash to close. We offer both dual funding and transactional funding, so ask us ahead of time about any procedural questions you have. To your limitless success, I'm Dave Dinkle.